I'm on the phone with William. He works half the time in Las Vegas and half of the time in L.A. William came to work with us, and I'm not sure what he was averaging, but I know he had years where he was like $100,000, $120,000 producer. And William's one of those guys who's been in the business for quite a while. And since he's been with Howe Insurance Services, he's had 2 years in a row where he wrote more than $300,000 of AP, $300,000 of first-year premium. So, William, prior to coming to work with Howe Insurance Services, number one, how long have you been in the business? And number two, what was your best year prior to coming to work with us?
Before I came to the Howe Insurance Services, I had been in the business about 27 years, and the most that I had written was somewhere in the neighborhood of about $125,000, which I thought at that time was great.
Wow, that tells me 27 years that even established veteran agents who've been in the business for quite a while can come to work at Howe Insurance Services and still learn something and still benefit. I'm going to blow your mind, William. I sold for 19 years before starting to build the agency the way it is. And my best year ever was around $120,000 to $130,000. Best year ever. And it wasn't until I got a group of agents together and started learning this person's secret and this person's technique and all of the little nuances that I finally sat back and realized, there was a point in time, William, where I realized that if I had known what I know now, as hard as I worked back in the 1990s, I'm convinced I would have made at least $100,000 more every single year in commission. And I sat there and thought, wow, 10 years, that's $1 million. I lost out on $1 million of production because of things that I didn't know. I was out there working my tail off and trying to invent the wheel where it was already invented. William, go ahead and tell us why you think the system at Howe Insurance Services allowed you to, along with an awful lot of hard work, have 2 years in a row where you wrote more than $300,000 of AP.
First of all, I have about 3 reasons. And the first one I contribute to the training that the Howe Insurance Services have, along with their system, because there is a system that the Howe Insurance Services have that I did not have when I was out there independent by myself. The next thing I contribute to is support. It was very lonely out there when you're by yourself, when you have good days and especially your bad days, and you don't have anyone to call you. So I contribute that to the support of the Howe Insurance Services family, simply because each and every person in the organization is someone that you can call or who will call you and give you some support, and especially when you are having some bad days and when you're down, I tell you what, that support is second to none. And the last thing I contributed to is leads. When I was totally independent before I came to the Howe Insurance Services, I probably had maybe 1 or 2 appointments in a given day. And I never thought in my wildest dreams that I could have 5, 6, 7, 8 appointments a day. And the Howe Insurance Services told me, said, listen, so you can have as many leads as you want, and you would be able to write over $200,000 every consecutive year that you're with us if that's what you want to do. That's exactly what I did. I started ordering the leads, and I started making 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 appointments in a given day. And as a result of that, I was able to write over $300,000. Along with hard work, it wasn't an easy thing to do. I worked 5 and 6 days a week because I had a goal. I wanted to write $300,000. I wanted to be the best that the Howe Insurance Services had.
William, I'm going to tell you, as I'm listening to this, I actually wrote down leads before you got there. I was writing this down, and I drew a little picture of a 3-legged stool. I changed mine a little bit. I was thinking, you sparked a thought, and I put down support, but then after support, I put mindset, training, and leads. And I think I'm going to run with that, William. I'm going to probably start some kind of an audio blog for our website and talk about that 3-legged stool and I'm going to call it support or mindset training and leads. That's fantastic because our training is second to none. We have all sorts of stuff that's on our agent testimony website, and then we've got our website where the agents have to log in, where they've got well over 100 hours of audio training, golden nuggets, video training, presentations that we've actually given to live prospects. Our training is absolutely fantastic. We've got the support. We've got a systematic way to go through the training. We've got a coaching program. But the mindset, we've got so much audio on having a mindset of success, abundance, getting rid of that negative thinking, all the things that go along with that, because I don't care how much training or how many leads you've got, if you don't have the proper mindset, you'll fall flat on your face. Like you were saying, when you're out there and you are having a tough day, if you've got somebody else you can call and talk to, it makes all the difference in the world. And then last but not least, of course, is leads. We call leads the lifeblood of the business. If a person doesn't have high quality, and I consider direct mail leads to be the highest quality at this point. I don't know of any other one. We've tried telemarketed leads. We've tried website leads. We've tried TV ads. I spent so much money trying to do stuff with TV ads, and the leads just aren't the same as when you get one back and it says life insurance on it, and you go and you show somebody their name, they've written it, they put their reply sticker on it or whatever. Those are gold. Of course, you have to know how to work them. And I would say that you've done a good job of knowing how to work them.
Thank you. It was hard work, but I tell you what, had not been for the How organization, I don't think I could have ever done what I'm doing right now. And I would like to add something in reference to the training. I've been with major companies such as Prudential, New York Life, Metropolitan, and Allstate. But out of all of those companies, I did not get a third of the training and the training in mindset that I got with the How organization.
Well, I appreciate that. We actually talked to a vice president of a company one time. Kim was showing him what we have, our website, our training and everything, and he looked at us and he said, and I forget who he worked for. He might have worked for either Metropolitan or New York Life. He had been a sales manager, maybe a vice president of one of those companies. We're talking a vice president of an insurance company, and he looked at us and said, you could sell this for $1 million too. And I forget if it was Metropolitan or New York Life. And he was serious. It was like, wow. And it's like, yeah, well, we wouldn't do that. Just our program alone, to be able to send out the birthday leads that we work with, that program alone, we've got over $100,000 invested in it by the time we add everything that we put into it. And we have finally gotten one more piece of the puzzle together. It's fantastic. I am so thrilled with what we've got put together, and we are just now starting our Easter egg hunt. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we've got that on one of our CDs, one of our audio downloads. You can learn all about the Easter egg hunt because we are about to take off. William, thank you very much. Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm just excited to where the How organization is going. I know from where they come from, being with them 9 years, and I know where we are now, but I'm just bouncing off the wall with the prospect of where the How organization is going.
Well, thank you. William, thank you for a great phone interview, and have a great week.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.